What do you see as the most important issues for the Baltic Sea region right now?
The most important thing is to make clear to the world that we are actually the top of Europe, and that we have a number of best practices that we can share in between us, and that we have some really interesting opportunities in increasing the prosperity of the region.
How can we do that?
Well, we first of all have to identify the combinations of collaborations in which we can make a difference. And I'm sure that there are many of such kind of collaborations or coordinations. One example could, for instance, be to make better use of our human competences in the region to support the education of young people, the circulation of brains in the region.
And is that issue covered enough by today's agenda for this region, education?
No, there's definitely a need to sharpen the focus on the potential in the Baltic Sea region. And I believe it would be very helpful if the Baltic Development Forum facilitated the formulation of a number of very concrete proposals to be submitted to the individual governments, to the European Union maybe, to other potential partners, including industry, in order to get funding for such initiatives.
Carl Bildts told us today that funding is no problem if the idea is good enough. Do we have ideas that are good enough within the educational area?
Well, Carl Bildts is a marvelously inspiring person. Sometimes he also speaks as a politician. So I do not think that the ideas as such are sufficient to get funding. You need some hard work also.
And that can be done in the Baltic Development Forum?
That's ambition for many of us, to see that the Baltic Development Forum can make a real and very concrete difference, including generating resources, energy you may say, to drive the economic and social development in our region.